Okay, when you have your piece of clay rolled out to uniform thickness, now you're going to take your plastic drawing and you're going to set that on the surface of the clay. So now, try and get in our view. Okay, now I'm going to use that piece of plastic as my measuring tool to know how much to cut off of my clay slab. So I'm going to use the fettling knife. And I'm just going to cut along the side of my plastic so that my bottom slab is 5 by 7. But I'm not going to squish up and throw away these extra pieces of clay. I'm going to save these extra pieces because I can use these to become the 3D pieces that are going to raise up off my tile. So I'm going to keep those off to the side. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take my ink pen and I have to redraw over the top of the plastic piece my contour lines, and what that is going to do is create a carving into the surface of my clay. And I do want to press hard when I do this. And if I want to check to see if this is transferring, I'm going to hold that plastic still on one side and peel it back to check to see if it left the indentation in my clay. So I know now that I have to press a little bit harder. Because I'm trying to leave those lines in the surface of my clay. So I'm going to peel it back and check. So it might not appear on the video very well. Maybe I can show you at an angle. But I can, in fact, see those slight carved lines into my clay. So I now know how much pressure I need to use. I can just line up my plastic piece again. And now I'm going to finish the entire rest of my drawing with the same method. Pressing hard, tracing over my pen lines. If you're nervous that it's not transferring into the clay, then just draw a small portion, peel it back, and check. If you don't see the marks transferring, flatten it, redraw them again. It would be horrible to trace this entire thing only to realize that they didn't transfer because I didn't press hard enough. So that's why I check a little piece at a time before I draw the whole image.